All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Novawar Says 3 tournament. It's official. We are finally getting into what we came here to see.
Yeah, it's the says time.
It's the says time.
We have gotten out of the round of 32, the round of 16. We are down to the round of 8. Everybody has gotten their stuff. We have done battle hand to hand with the new BattleNet, which has made whispering and keeping track of whispers and conversations and chat rooms in general an absolute nightmare. Mr. MaximusBlack.
Yeah.
Hit me up with that old school noise. Up here in the top right-hand corner of Iron Fortress LE, we have your father. And in the top left, we have Zerkoi.
Yes, sir.
Both rolling Zerg.
Yes, sir.
And do you remember the two?
Yes, I do believe that your father got creepy crawlies. Zerg may defend with anything, but can move units, can only move units out of base while burrowed, and can only resurface to attack. Thus, only roaches and infestors can attack, but you can defend with anything. And over here, Zerkoi obviously got the BM build.
Already starting.
Player must build a proxy hatch into opponent's base before getting his own natural. You can only build overlords and drones from this hatch. You may, though, build spine crawlers. You also have to trash talk at least once every minute, and we've already been seeing some shit talk.
The classic leave and you suck.
Come on, man. At least another guy went to, like, talking about banging his mom or his sister or something. Yeah, and I don't even think he had the BM build. I think he was
he was just playing.
He was just saying it to say it.
Because people now know of the BM build, and so when you get in there, you know, it's kind of like that meta. It's you know, you got to get in on that meta game where you're trying to make them think that suddenly proxy hatch is going to happen, and then all of a sudden they find out you're Protoss, and it's not going to happen.
You're so back it hurts my eyes.
So back.
So back.
Sit Tizity.
So he didn't get his proxy hatch yet.
No.
But he has to get it before he gets the natural.
Yes.
So he can't build the natural right now. So
he's on his way.
So I think what he might be doing is he's going to get out 6 lings and then go and do the proxy hatch with it, which is kind of a cool thing.
Yeah, which is different than what we've seen before.
Yeah, a lot of players are just like rushing out to get that hatch down immediately and then going from there. This guy's kind of waiting a little bit, droning up, probably going to get out these 6 lings and then possibly put down the proxy hatch so that he has protection for the hatch when it does go down.
Yeah, now if you scouted this and you saw that he's up against Zerg and you saw that the early base had gone down here, which he's only going to see part of that, although he should have a good idea of what's happening just by seeing around the base here, is that if he had some Zerglings before doing this, it's actually not a half bad idea, because there's almost nothing that your father could really pump out that's going to effectively deal with Zerglings aside from throwing away his drones, which, no matter how it's played, comes out in Zerkoi's favor.
That's right, and your father going to go ahead and scout, and he knows that. He must be putting 2 and 2 together. Okay, he's a Zerg, he's talking shit. Where's the proxy hatch? We already know the BM build.
Yep.
I think this is like the 3rd tournament now where the BM build has been a thing. So, yeah, it's pretty obvious. The question is, like you said, what exactly can he do? But there is no lings. He actually decided to drone instead.
Wow.
I would have loved to have seen those 6 lings.
Yeah.
Would have definitely dealt some damage, and if he would have brought some stuff over here, he could have at least attacked the natural while he was trying to defend the hatch that's in his base. Would have been a really nice play.
Yeah, a lot more, you know, it can be done there to just basically tie up the hands of your opponent and actually make use of this hatchery, because what's pretty much happened in all of the games that people have rolled this build is that they'll put the hatchery down, but it never actually gets to do anything for them. It dies pretty much before any kind of product, you know, any kind of real productivity or productiveness comes out of it. So, in this case, though, he might actually get something. He could build some lings into this now.
Well, now it's worth. It's automatically worth now because he's putting down 2 spine crawlers to defend nothing.
It is.
There we go. Okay, so he's going to go ahead and cancel those. He's only going to lose 50 minerals from that. And so now the queen is just going to go ham, and here comes the lings. So he put down the proxy hatch, but he just kind of... That was it. He didn't do anything with it.
No.
Would have been nice to see those lings, but that didn't happen. Meanwhile, though, he has been macroing fairly well, but look at this. The macroing has actually happened even more so on this side because that hatchery didn't go down for your father. He didn't put 300 minerals into a proxy hatch. So he's been able to just get a bunch of drones and prepare for it. That's why you have to do something with that proxy hatch, whether it's put down spine crawlers there, get those lings out to do some poking, maybe get a couple of drones, and just be aggressive.
Yeah.
That just didn't happen. You just put down the hatch and talk shit.
Yeah, no, which again is how most of those games have gone to date, and I'm waiting for somebody to make that connection. That if they just send over, he was partially there. He had it. We thought that he was going to get some lings, and he didn't end up actually producing the lings, and he just went with drones instead, and so his hatchery was left there to die, unfortunately. So now he's going to find himself pretty freaking far behind, and honestly, your father in this kind of situation could pretty much just build up for an attack and win.
Yeah, I think so. And he's also getting upgrades as well. He's got the double Evo chambers there, getting shields and weapons. This is not looking good here for Zerkoi.
You mum so bad at sex.
Okay.
I like the English that's being used
Well,
here.
here's the thing. A lot of the people that play in these tournaments are European because we do start the tournament in and around well, they have to sign up at 12.
I can say my experience says otherwise. This guy is going to go with it and just say he fucks his own mum. He's rolling with the punches. That's the kind of backfiring that happens, you know, when you're in like junior high and you're getting picked on, your parents say, just let it roll off your back. Just go with it. Just go with it. Just laugh with them. And then you know, and then they get bored.
Wait a second.
with
Are you telling me a personal story right now? Is that what?
Definitely not.
Oh, okay.
Definitely not.
Just go with it.
Just go with it.
All right. Because I can honestly say that my parents have never said, "Just go with it."
Just go. Well, not if you're getting your ass kicked.
My
Don't go with it.
My dad was the guy that was like, "Listen, son, if someone is picking on you, punch them in their face."
Jesus Christ.
That was literally that was pretty much like my dad.
Except if they're 3 years younger than you and you just moved on to the street.
Well, yes.
In which case, then you fucked up.
Yes, and that's. I mean, you guys have heard the story. I moved on the street. I punched Brian in his face several times.
Not in the bed. You punched him in the back of the head. It wasn't even the face.
The back of the head.
Rabbit punches.
Yeah, and then I went home and I told my dad, and my dad said, "Well, you know, good son," because I told him that, you know, he
splashed water on you.
Well, yeah, but
so therefore, the only possible solution to that problem is to punch the kid in the back of the head like 5 times.
It was more than that. All right, it was pride. I was new on the street.
That's so
and
dumb.
I didn't want to come off like the bitch, because if you get into a new neighborhood, you get into a new school, and you're submissive, then chances are people are gonna think they can walk over you. So I wanted to assert my dominance. I wanted to be the alpha male, and I was the alpha for many years on that street until I moved. So, you know,
it helps you were 2 years older than everybody else on the fucking street.
I don't think so. I don't. That's not.
The only person that was the same size as me was Diz, and Diz, bless his heart, is not somebody to alpha male. So,
yeah. Well, either way, that's why I punched him. So.
And then your dad was like, no.
No, and then my dad found out he was younger than me by like 3 years, and then he dragged me over to his house, where then I was grounded on like the first day.
Right
and
on the
then
spot.
Brian's dad hated me forever and called me the N-bomb every time he saw me on the street.
Yeah. Well.
That was pretty much it. If anybody was wondering how people become racist, it's pretty much
that's a good start.
It's a good start where a black guy shows up on your street, beats the shit out of your son on the first day. You instantly become racist,
especially for like the dumbest reason. It's not like oh, did Brian do something dumb? He splashed water on me?
Anyway, here comes your father.
Well, he's going for it.
He is going for it.
He is significantly up in food count here. He already put back the attack of Zerkoi to begin with, and this is going to end horribly for Zerkoi.
Oh, it's going to be terrible, dude. It's 166 supply, 172. Your father, I'm going to call it out right now.
Yeah.
This guy is going to be in the finals of the tournament.
Okay.
I'm calling it out.
All right.
We're at the 13-minute mark. He's already gone level 2. And he is 162 supply. He's at about 180. This guy is the closest thing to really good that we've had in a while.
But we don't know if he is only really good with Zerg.
True that, but I'm going to call it out.
He could be, this is going to get a little personal. He could be like you, where as long as he has his main, he's going to be raffle stomping, but you put him in another race, and all of a sudden he's Stevie Wonder with his hands tied behind his back.
Hey, no offense taken there. That's the absolute truth in my case. Anyway, we'll find out. Your father taking game 1. It's a best 2 out of 3. So, yes, that was a raffle stomp there. Mainly because Zerkoy really screwed up the SoBM build. All he did was talk sort of shit and put down a random proxy hatch, and then that was the show. So he didn't really do anything with it. So hopefully next game he'll be able to capitalize a little bit more on the says, because when you think about it, the matchup there was very even. I mean, the guy could only attack with roaches and infestors.
Yeah.
I mean, if he would have done any type of damage whatsoever, I mean, he could pretty much do whatever he wants after the hatches dropped. He could go whatever he would like. This wasn't the case. He
does the same thing that everybody else has done with that build, and someday somebody is going to nail it, but it has not happened yet. Mr. Black.
Yeah.
This tournament.
Yeah.
Could not possibly happen by just you and I alone. Mm-hmm. There must be 2, maybe even 3 other parties here that are helping make this possible.
Well, for one, LootCrate.com, look at that. Promo code BOUS, 10% off. Go and get it right now. I don't know what the November crate is going to be. So if you're watching this video on YouTube and you go on the website and the October theme is over, make sure you keep a lookout for what the November theme is going to be. And as soon as I know, I will tell you. But right now, you can still get in on the time. Also, G2A.com, get those Starcrafted prices. 25% off Fallout 4. Boom. I'm just throwing that out. That's all that needs to be said. Everyone and their dog's buying Fallout 4. You buying Fallout 4?
Yeah.
There you go. Bet you didn't buy it on G2A for 25% off.
They're a sponsor. I'm not going to say either way.
All right. Use that promo code.
All I'm going to say is, remember, humanitarian aid, only 3 Somalian children were killed in getting you that 25% off. Oh my
God. Holy Jesus. Yeah, so...
But they're trusted, Jeff. Trustpilot.com, 8.8 out of 10.
That's pretty good.
Just like GameSpot's review of Zelda Twilight Princess before the internet exploded.
What was that? Was it a bad review?
Well, it's just that people, back when they did that 1/10 scale, where it was like, 8.8, 8.9, 9, whatever, they were like, how does this game get an 8.8 but this other game get a 9? And then that kickstarted this discussion. The discussion of is a 0.1 scale really the best way to review? Because what is the difference between 8.8 and 9?
Nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So anyway.
So yeah, that's the show. Well, not the show, but that's the show for this video. But yeah, make sure you go check out our sponsors. Of course, JORD Wood Watches as well. 5% off your watch by using the promo code BOUS.
Yep.
And giveaways underneath the video. And exclamation giveaway and exclamation JORD on the stream. See you guys on game 2.
Peace.